are going to start on our garden today. We'll start planting stuff. If I can do it without gnats flying in my eyeballs and in my mouth and up my nose and in my ears. Last night, Rusty got the garden ready. He made rows for me, and then I'm probably going to plant some today, some tomorrow. I'm going to try to plant before there's like a wave of a lot of rain coming in soon. And I would like to get this stuff in the ground before that if possible. I know for some people this may be a little late to plant your garden, but in our area we always have, we had a freeze last week, as a matter of fact. And then we usually have one more cold spell right around Mother's Day. So we've planted a late garden before, and it's actually worked very well for us. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the rows that he made. And let me just say, we're not experts at gardening whatsoever. We have had gardens in the past, nothing big. This is probably one of the bigger gardens that we've done. We had a garden last year, but the heat we got a lot of tomatoes, and we got quite a few peppers out of the garden. But the green beans didn't do well, and the corn did nothing at all. And so anyway, we are going to try. We're going to try this year again. And that's all we can do is try, right? We just keep doing it year after year until we get better at it. And with the economy the way it is, it will do nothing but help us, I'm sure. So since the first of the year, we have been putting our sheep, we would clean out the sheep shed and bring all of the organic matter over here. And so we've been doing that for a couple of months. And sorry, there's several dogs running around, and I'm just trying to see. Here's one, a neighbor dog. She's nice. We have a gate. But this is fenced off, and we have a gate we'll be closing, so they won't bother the garden. And we have dogs too, of course. This dirt isn't that great in this area. We're gonna just work it the next couple of years and see if we can get it, in better condition, basically. And we'll keep bringing the sheep poop over here and working it, and hopefully it'll get in better condition over time. So anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what we did last night. All right, here's our garden, and you may not be able to see the rows very good. So last year we had our potatoes over here, and it didn't really, honestly, it didn't do that good. So we switched. I think in another video clip that I took, I explained that, but I'm not sure if that will be in this video or not. So anyway, you see that I know the dirt is rather, of course in our area we do have a lot of red dirt, clay-like dirt. And this is what he made the rows with. He hooked that up to the tractor. The rows for me. Some of them are straight and some of them are not, but that's okay. That's the least of my worries, really. I've got about 35 tomatoes that I started. These are heirloom tomatoes. They're the pink Brandywine. I would like to get a few other varieties of tomatoes just to have more than one, but we'll see. And then these are peppers here, peppers there, and then we have some packages of things. And I have onion also. So I am not videoing this because I'm wanting to tell you how to garden, because I don't know. We are just doing what we can to make ourselves a little bit more self-sustaining. Of course, this garden will not feed us all year. And so anyway, but anything that we can learn, we want to do. So let's get planting. So what do you do when your husband owns a landscaping company and he takes all of the garden tools, shovels, hoes, and all that with him? You use your 10-year-old's garden tools. Just a little bit about what I'm doing, and I know I'm probably talking to people that know way more than I do about gardening, I'm sure, because I don't know much, so that wouldn't be hard. Anyway, I had run out of little black pots like that, so I just started grabbing anything I could transplant these tomato starts in. And so I ended up with this one pot like this. I've got a pot down there, and then most of them I had the black containers for anyway. So what I'm gonna do, I'm putting the dirt that the tomato was in the hole. And I gently pulled it out, which may be absolutely the biggest mistake ever. And I'm gonna put it down in there and cover it up, of course. I'm pretty sure I'm doing just about everything wrong. It's just I'm doing it in the time slot that I have. You know, it's like 1 o'clock, 1:30, the sun's right above me. This may not be the best time to plant. I know it's not gonna be the best time to water, but what I'm gonna do is just fill up some gallon jugs that I've got and come out and just go ahead and water the roots. Try not to get the leaves wet for today, and we'll see. Hopefully it'll take off. Hopefully they'll take off and be okay. Hey, it's Wednesday midday, and I am going to go back to the garden today. Yesterday we ended up getting 10 tomato plants planted and about 20 pepper plants done. And today I've got 30, got my plants over there, I've got 30 more tomato plants to do, about 6 more pepper plants, and then I've got some seeds I need to put in the ground also. It's a gorgeous day today. The weather is absolutely perfect. The temperature is perfect. And I'm just thankful to be able to get out and work outside and to have a little fresh air today before I think rain is going to come in a couple of days and probably be here for several days. So anyway, I'm going to go let Bandit out of his kennel, and he can be my little garden buddy today. Actually, I'm not going to let him in the garden because he'll trample what I've planted so far, but he can hang out on the outside of the garden. Also, today I actually have some tools that are my size that I can use, which will make things easier and probably a little bit faster. There is a little something I know about tomato plants. This might be the only thing I know, but those little leaves right here, I don't even know if I'm getting this in the video or not. I'm gonna tear those off, and then I'm gonna plant it in that hole, probably about up to there. And that's how I'm trying to do all of them. Some of them I don't have quite as deep as I would have liked, but think it'll be okay. And I'm wondering if our vegetables are even going to grow in this red dirt. We'll consider this an experiment. One drawback of free-ranging chickens. Chickens in the garage. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Okay. So we're out today on an outing. My sister and Sophia back there. And this is my sister. I wanted to introduce you all to my sister, Candace. She has been living in Texas for the past, how many years? 10 years, and they just moved back. They moved to Tennessee. I live in Mississippi, but we're really close to the border, Tennessee-Mississippi border. So we're finally getting to do an outing today since she's been back. Yay! We are going through the great big town of Cherokee, Alabama right now. And I think all of these fields are just beautiful.
Mile, turn left onto North Pike.
Now we're going over the Tennessee River. We're on the Natchez Trace, yeah. It's a gorgeous day. Is that island out there called Goat Island?
Goat Island?
There's a goat island around here somewhere that actual goats live on.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But what it is some people will take goats out there, I think, to help keep the underbrush cleaned up or something.